The main reason why you're so in your head right now is because of this. Your thought life is being reprogrammed. There are so many different, and that's why you're being flooded with so many different memories, so many different thoughts. For some of you guys, you are quite literally like reprogramming your mind and reprogramming your thought. There is a new beginning that's happening like within you, and it's starting to like birth through. That's why for some of you guys, if you've been getting like flooded with thoughts or like you feel overwhelmed to the point where it's like your thought life is giving you a headache, being so stuck in your head. And it's because it's like a detox. It's like everything is being judged up to the surface mentally so that you can. Here's what is coming to mind. Every single roadblock, every single challenge that you face is going to redirect you. It's going to force you to come up with a new way to face your challenges, change them, redirect. So it's like all these thoughts that you're being plagued with, you're being like flooded with thoughts. And it's because you're about to come up with a new remedy for how to address your overthinking, how to get out of your head and into your body. Because for a lot of you guys, you've been in your head for such a long time. It's almost like you're about to come up with a holistic way to overcome anxiety. You're about to come up with a holistic way to overcome anxiety. Because for a lot of you guys, what you don't understand is like I said, you guys have been getting flooded with thoughts. You guys have been in your head and it's becoming like really overwhelming. And it's because there is this new way of thinking that's actually being birthed within you. Your thought life is about to change. What you think about, who you think about, what's going on. Like, it's like a clashing of two minds. Your old way of thinking and your new way of thinking are like going to war with each other. That's why you're being flooded so much with these thoughts. This is a manifestation. And everybody talks about the manifestation. Everybody talks about, oh, we want to get to the other side of things. Nobody talks about the process. This is what it looks like. Your thought life is about to change. And that's why you're being flooded with because you're about to walk away from it. Your old way of thinking, you are about to walk away from an old way of thinking. And that's why it feels very crowded in your mind right now. Very overwhelmed. And I'm not saying this to wish that over you. If it doesn't resonate, it just doesn't resonate. But for those of you that this does resonate with, your thought life has been very chaotic lately. So much so that it keeps you up at night. For some of you guys, you've been having really chaotic dreams that wake you up at night. And that's because it's all like everything is coming up to the surface. Good, bad, ugly. But it's so that you can address it. Your thought life is about to change. It's changing. Let me not say about to change because that would imply that it's somewhere in the future. Your thought life is changing. That's why you're dealing with a lot of the things that you're dealing with on a mental level. That's because like all of your old beliefs are clashing with the new beliefs. And what that looks like is all of your old beliefs coming up to the surface, all of your old thoughts, all of your old and some of you guys have been, it's almost like allowing the thoughts to kind of persist a little bit. You haven't fully sat with yourself and addressed what's going on. And it's because there's a purging going on. There's like a purging of the mind. There's a purging of the mind. Yeah. The purging of the mind and the purging of emotions. And it's because you guys are about to master your mind and your emotions. If you guys remember in one of the channel messages I gave you, the first sign of your manifestations coming in is the personal victory that you have over your own thoughts. If some of you guys are so like fixated on trying to figure out when the manifestation is coming, so let me give you a little bit of a hint. The first sign of your big manifestation coming in is this: your thought life being chaotic, your internal world feeling out of balance. It's this: your mind is going to be renewed. This is the first sign of your big manifestation. All of this internal chaos that you're feeling, specifically with the thought life, specifically internally, you're going to have a personal victory over your mind and your thoughts. For some of you guys, this is what I'm feeling. For some of you guys, you're going to learn how to rein your mind and your emotions into a more balanced state. It's something about the flowers. I keep getting this. It's something about the flowers. Notice where the magician is pointing. It's something about the flowers. Pay close attention to the flowers that you see. Some of you guys may actually see these types of flowers. Like, pay attention to the flowers that you see. Some of you guys, when you stand the moment that you stand in this big manifestation, you're probably going to be surrounded by flowers that look like this. Or right before a prophetic event happens, you're going to see these flowers right before the manifestation comes in. You're going to see these types of flowers right before a fated event, right before you meet someone, right before like whatever something God has for you is about to happen. You're going to see these flowers. It's something about the flowers. They're blooming, they're blossoming. This is the prophetic word I'm getting. As the flowers bloom, so will you. So pay attention to the flowers. Pay attention to the flowers. They're going through a process of, it's kind of like spring. You know how the flowers close up during certain seasons and open up in certain seasons? Pay attention to the flowers, because you're going through a similar process. For some of you guys, you're going to be like energetically synced to the process of the flowers that looks similar to this. As the flowers bloom, so will you. So pay close attention to the flowers, because it's like there's a birthing process that you're going through that is going to be in sync with the flowers that you see. So pay attention to the flowers. It'll give you insight on where you are in your particular season. Pay attention to the flowers that you see. If right now the flowers are withering, that's where you are in your process. If right now the flowers are going through a process of closing up, that's the process that you're in right now. If right now the flowers are about to like right at the brink of budding, that's where you are. Pay attention to the flowers, because you're going through a similar process. You're about to have a personal victory over your mind and your emotions. And then the big manifestation is going to come in. So pay attention.